That time we had our feelings. You know who might need this book? Donald freaking Trump today. I think he might.
Maybe he should start eating his feelings other than fast food. It would help his brain.
I don't know what happened to our videos. They're gone today.
Oh.
I think they're all just gone.
Oh wow.
You know, it is here. That time we had our feelings. Anyone want to send him a copy? I'd even sign it. Oh my God, so funny. But you know, that's where we're at these days, people. I think he wants to eat a few of his feelings before he starts throwing the ketchup.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I was so excited to hear that today, that he's in trouble, but also it's actually jaw-dropping. In case you haven't heard it, today would be a good day to turn on the news.
I'm eating my feelings right now, Debrianna.
Are they delicious?
With your pizza that I made, that's in the cookbook that I made last night.
Oh, nice. And now I can't eat it because I'm gluten-free. Right.
I know. And therefore making the GF biscuits.
That's right. I'm making GF biscuits.
Not the GD biscuits, but the GF biscuits.
The GDGFs. Okay, so we're going to be on a little adventure here because you know me, Miss Sciencey person. Okay, the biscuits are a hit. The pie crust is a hit, which I'll do for you guys too. The bagels were an epic fail. I'm still working on yeasting things.
Yeah, but 3 out of 4 ain't bad.
No, I'm good. It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, so this recipe also has to be dairy free for a little Miss Menopause.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, how long do you have to be dairy free?
Oh, I know, it's really sad. I can have goat though. I can have goat cheese and goat milk and sheep cheese, but not cow. And I can have ghee.
Okay, so that's not exactly dairy free. You get a couple of things.
It's cow free. Yeah. I'm making biscuits with goat milk yogurt because I can't have buttermilk.
It's GFCF. That's what you are. GFCF.
It's sad. It's sad. But I am going to figure out a pizza crust too. So there are some people that are gluten-free because they have a wheat allergy. Mm-hmm. FYI, some of the gluten-free flours have wheat in it, but they've been gluten-freed according to the FDA. So the wheat allergy people don't want to use those gluten-free flours. So my point is, read the freaking labels.
So you could technically get a wheat flour that's just been gluten-freed, mm-hmm. and it could still work.
Yes, and so I get one from Italy called Caputo's. That's gluten-free, but it's not totally wheat-free. It's just gluten-free. And the thing that I'm finding about making these biscuits, mm-hmm. Wheat has a sweet flavor to it. Right. And these flour combinations don't necessarily have a sweetness in them. So in fact, sometimes there can be a metallic taste, especially if you don't use aluminum-free baking powder. Yeah. So I like to add a little more sweetness to it to kind of trick your brain.
So what kind of sweetener are you using?
Sugar.
I'm
using sugar, bitch.
Good old-fashioned sugar.
Look, all right. Here's my little sugar because I'm a childless postmenopausal cat lady.
Aww.
It's my baby Lily. Yeah,
Lily, you are a really lucky cat.
But okay, I served the gluten-free biscuits last night with my white chicken chili for the debate, and everybody who wasn't gluten-free ate 2 of them. So I'm just saying you guys will like the biscuits.
Hey, folks, do you need any more proof than that? I don't think you do.
They were like, these are gluten-free. They're delicious. So,
yum.
Okay. And so here's the other thing, because I'm obviously not going to bake them on the show, or you won't see them. but I did bake them in a cast iron in the oven. And then last night's version I did in the air fryer. And I liked using the air fryer for the biscuits.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's not something I've ever done. That's for sure.
Yeah. So if you don't have an air fryer, though, the cast iron in the oven works just great.
That's what I do for my regular G biscuits.
Yeah, your G, not
that
your
are
GE.
in that time we ate our feelings. My honey red chili
biscuits,
rockin' biscuits. If you're into the G, if you can't do the G, Debrianna's gonna show you right now.
I'm doing the G free. All right. So this is the flour I have liked for the biscuits.
Okay.
Bob's Red Mill, but there's two kinds of Bob's Red Mill gluten-free. One's in a red bag, one's in a blue bag. The red bag is all purpose. This blue bag is for baking. So
don't get it twisted, people.
However, don't get your knickers in a twist over it because it's not for yeast. It's for baking powder.
Okay. It's so complicated.
I know. You know what? Let me just tell you something. Menopause is complicated.
And it sucks.
And it sucks. So, no, this is for a few months until I get my blood test, and then we'll figure out whether I have to keep doing it or if I can ease back a little bit. This is basically just to bring down inflammation. So that's what my doctor told me.
You're getting a baseline. You got to figure that out. Yeah. Okay.
So, it can't be the cheese. It can't be.
I don't think it's the cheese.
Okay.
Don't do it.
I'm going to make the muffins. So here's the interesting thing about baking gluten-free versus gluten is that when I mix this in the Cuisinart, you know how when you're doing the cutting in the shortening or whatever you're using, you kind of don't want to overdo it. Right. Don't overmix the biscuits because you don't want to develop the gluten and make them chewy.
Right.
It doesn't matter because it's
really? Oh, right. Because you don't have to worry about gluten, so you can mix away.
Yeah. So you don't have to be worried about overmixing.
Okay.
All right. So
there's one positive.
Yay!
They are tasty too.
And
really
David likes them.
I like them.
All right.
If David says they're tasty, I believe him, everybody.
All right. So
I like my bread.
He does like his bread. He's a nice Italian boy and he likes his gluten. Like his wife. Okay. So there's 2 cups of this flour.
Okay.
This gluten-free flour.
Okay.
Going in to the now you don't have to have a Cuisinart. You could do it in a bowl, but this makes it a heck of a lot easier.
Oh yeah.
I am going to use a teaspoon of salt, and this salt is my vanilla salt, and I'm doing that because there's no wheat.
Okay, so that's kind of help with the sweetness. You don't want them to be savory.
Add that kind of flavor that doesn't happen when you use a flour like this that is a combination of, potato starch, brown rice, sorghum, tapioca flour. Tapioca is not sweet. It's not a pudding. So, yeah, you're kind of missing a little of those elements. So we're adding them back.
Oh, my God. Okay, you're a total scientist right now.
Okay, then I'm going to add 2 teaspoons, pretty good ones, of sugar in here. And, this is my organic sugar, so whatever. It's not gluten.
We're going to look back on these years as the gluten-free years of Debrianna, and it'll be a special section on
there'll be a sad emoji near it. Okay, so now I have baking powder. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of this.
Okay, whoa, that's a lot.
Yeah, well, this is no gluten.
Rise, baby, rise.
Yeah. Well, I think it needs extra kick. Yeah. I think that's what happens. So anyway, I'm going to pulse it a little bit, mix it up. And because I'm not using buttermilk, because I'm dairy free, I'm going to use 3/4 cup of goat yogurt.
Well, now, see, the thing about that for me is I bet that would be a delicious, tangy thing, almost even better than buttermilk in some ways.
Yeah, I think so too. And I'm going to add a little bit of lemon juice to it and pretend I'm making my own buttermilk.
Let's pretend.
This is our pretend section of the show. A little bit of lemon juice, and I'm going to mix it all up in there. And it will tang it a little more, which is what you want. I'm looking for tang.
Yeah.
I'm tang. Yeah. All right. And then I like to use 1 egg because this is not a vegan recipe. It is just dairy free.
So you can have eggs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm guessing, it doesn't have that kind of lactosey thing, I guess. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you can eat eggs.
Yeah, I can eat eggs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, and I'm not going to go into it gluten-free, people. I will eat eggs.
I have my limits.
Or my vegan people, no. All right, so what I like to do is mix the egg up in there, stir it all up. If you were doing this in a bowl and not in the Cuisinart, you might, make a well when you're ready. But right now, first, I'm going to add my favorite gluten-free butter. Would you get that out of the freezer for me? Which is Miyoko's. It is my favorite non-dairy butter. The other one, bar none. I like it. I like it. I like it even if it's not really butter. It actually kind of has a cream cheesy flavor.
So you put it on when you were eating bread or crackers or something that you
I was using it anyway because I just like the way it tastes. And it's made from oat milk, coconut milk, cashew milk, all kinds of things. And this is organic, and this is the best one if you ask me.
Wow. Okay.
So you want it cold. And I'm going to do 5.5 tablespoons into my into my Cuisinart. Let me see. And it does have markings on it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even though it doesn't look like a regular stick of butter. How they have all the markings on the side.
Right. So that's helpful. You don't have to measure it with a spoon.
Yeah. And I'm just going to put chunks in there. And you want it to be cold, just like you would. Basically, just think of it as shortening.
I always freeze my sticks of butter for my biscuit.
Yeah, I thought about freezing it, and then I didn't. It's in here. And that's going in. So now I'm going to do the part, where you cut it with a pastry knife, but I'm not using a pastry knife. I'm using Cuisinart because it's gluten-free, and this is going to make me happy. And you just want to get it so that it kind of coats everything, the same way you would if you had actual flour. And it's doing the same kind of thing. Like you're seeing it come together like little pea sizes. You know what I mean?
Yes, there's nothing better than the food processor that does the work for you.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. So I'm going to do it a little more. Just make sure it's all mixed in there because I don't have to worry about the gluten. Did I say that?
You let us know.
Yeah. Okay. So you can see it if David wanted to do the camera.
Well, the thing is.
I didn't plug.
Somebody didn't hook
forgot
up my
the camera.
So
Never mind.
I can move the computer.
Oh yeah, I just want to see a close up of it. Okay.
No, it's crumbling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The crew didn't come in here and hook up all the gear properly.
Yeah. Sorry.
They're fired.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh my God. All right. So now I'm going to add my contraption of goat yogurt and an egg and a little tiny lemon juice in there. All right, and then I'm gonna do the mixy, and I don't have to worry about over mixing.
That's a relief.
Which is cool.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, and you can see it coming together. And it's going to be probably a little wetter feeling than you might be used to. But that's okay. What you want to do with this dough, it's making a dough.
Yeah, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, and so this has rice flour in it. And I'm going to let this sit in the refrigerator for about 15 minutes so that the rice flour soaks up the moisture.
Okay.
And then I will roll it out and cut it into biscuits exactly the way you would. Basically, this dough is a little more forgiving, so you can kind of press it into place and then cut them the same way you would a regular.
So when you roll it out, do you put some of that Bob's flour?
Yeah, or you can, you could, but I just press it because look.
Oh, okay.
See how pliable it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very soft.
It's like Play-Doh.
It does kind of look like Play-Doh.
Wow.
It's delicious though. So yeah, I'm going to put that in the fridge for about 15 minutes. Then I'm going to cut it into biscuits that are about an inch-ish.
Okay.
Thick. And I'm going to put them in the air fryer at 400 for about 12 minutes. And you just kind of watch it because I like to, if you're not, worried about the dairy, you can brush the top with milk. I like to brush the top with ghee because I can have ghee on the top of I know, weird, right? But I think the milk solids are out of it.
Okay.
So I can have that. So 400 for the air fryer, and for the oven, it's 425.
For how long?
About 12-ish minutes. 12. Check it because you're gonna check your oven and all of that stuff. But yeah, but I liked them in the air fryer. Just FYI. And also, I will be making the pie crust. We're taking a trip, so I wanted to bring the biscuits with me for tomorrow. But the pie crust, the gluten-free pie crust that I made, also with that Bob's 1-to-1 baking, is really, really good. So I'll do that too. And in the meantime, I'll see if I can figure out bagels.
Bagels. It's one of the universe's great questions.
I know. And nobody figured out gluten-free. Oh no, I'm trying to figure out how to do them at home because you've seen them in bakeries and stuff, but not at home. So I'm going to try and figure that out. And there's all kinds of gluten-free flours, and other people have come up with their DIY flour mixes. And I tried one and it did not work with the bagels. So I heard there's one I think it's called Justin's, that's supposed to be really good for baking. So I'm going to try that.
Well, if anybody can do it, you can.
I'm going to try, sister girl.
I know you're going to crack the code. I just know it.
Yeah, thank you. And let me just say, we have 30 some odd days till the election. I think it's really important for everyone to do whatever the heck they can.
Here's me holding my breath.
I know. We all are holding our breath because here's the thing. We have to capture the Senate and the House. We have to give her everything to work with, or just the presidency alone isn't going to do it, people. They've been demolishing women's rights for 40 years. And they can still take Roe away, even if she's in the presidency. And if you want to know how, Hal had a show this morning explaining all that. Hal Sparks, and he's on YouTube. And it was really eye-opening to think about how they can go through the state governments and they're not going to worry about the Congress. They're just going to go straight up to the Supreme Court. So
I have to say, last night during the VP debate, it was really interesting to me, where I was struck by how knowledgeable Tim Walz was about how government worked. And it really didn't seem like JD Vance knew that, what Congress does, what the president's allowed to do, what
the vice president's allowed to do,
and what the judges can do. Like, he didn't really know.
No. No, I was screaming that. I'm like, if you don't understand how government works, why are you running to be the vice president?
And how did you get to be a senator?
And I don't know. Anyway, I have a Peter Thiel. But anyway, that's what happened. And so it's incumbent on us to understand, what it is we have to do and move ahead. So join a group, make some phone calls, knock on doors, put out your signs, do what you can. Get a little out of your comfort zone. Even if it's just, driving people to the polls on election day, the word on the street is vote early.
You got to vote early
till election day.
You got it. Don't let the poll day be really, really busy and jammed. Let the people who have to, work their really late hours or whatever, able to get in there.
Yeah. So, if you're preferably walk your vote in if you're doing the mail-in thing, if you're not going in person to an early voting place, but do it as soon as you can. We need to bank the votes now. So,
and once again, if you have not checked, and even if you're confident, go to vote.org and check your registration
every week.
And tell all your friends and family to check their registration.
Every week. So that's our story, people. Gluten-free biscuits on the way. Woo!
Woo! I can't wait to see them.
And I don't know where our tags are today, but they were having some issues at like everybody's having tech issues.
It's been a funky few days. Well, you know what? It's an eclipse today. Today was a solar eclipse.
Oh, and that always affects internet stuff.
Yeah.
It always has for as long as I can remember. So I'm not going to be able to close you out with our lovely song, but and I'm not going to sing it. I'm just going to say, enjoy your gluten-free biscuits.
And if you feel like eating your feelings and want to buy our cookbook, it's a great Christmas present, early holiday gifts.
Yep.
Whatever holiday you celebrate, and it's on sale on Amazon right now, just go for it.
Hey, Peggy. Yeah.
Hi, Peggy.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. So, enjoy. Let's do some work, and we'll be back next week.
Happy Rosh Hashanah.
Oh, happy Rosh Hashanah. You are correct. Thank you, Maggie. Yep.
Happy Rosh Hashanah. Take care, everybody. Bye. Happy New Year.
Bye. I'm getting on Women for Harris right now.
I am too. In 8
Okay.
minutes.
Bye.
Bye.